This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off from Tampa. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Good. What's up?
Irvin here from the gun. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan... Well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Run. Real. Hurry. Regular. Done.
From the gun, Mayfield. And after all that, he still can't get rid of it. They get there and drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Run. Good. Point it right. Option. Alert. That's up.
Baker now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at... How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Kings. What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. Got Evans, it's complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Pistol. Hurry. Hey, alert 33. Regular. Done.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Hurry! What's that?
Second down, Mayfield to pass. Complete to his man, Sterling Shepard. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
Kings.
Offense up to the line fast.
Run. Hey, alert.
Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So the penalty is going to back him up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for third down. The penalty makes this a 3rd and 6.
Regular. What's that?
Mayfield to throw again. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
The kick by McLaughlin is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 3. Buys time, rolling right. He's keeping it. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Patriots pull ahead 6-3 in the first. Drake made the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. This, our last play of the quarter.
Alert.
First and 10, it's Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Hauled down that time. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They have 2nd down and 5. To throw is Mayfield. He's trying to push the field. And he hauls in the interception. And the Patriots will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
19 target.
Stevenson with another carry. And that's good for a gain of 5. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. Stevenson gets it on 3rd down. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
They're set up at the 35 now. May on 1st and 10. Vacates quickly left side. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air. It's May. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's May. That's taken in by Henry. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up, up. Hurry, hurry. What's that?
Throwing, Baker. Brought in right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
What's that?
He tries to sneak it. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
Certainly dropped these quarterback keepers anticipating a whole lot more yardage, but I think it could be overlooked there since they did pick up the first down. If anything, they can see what kept it to a small gain over there on the sidelines, and they'll come back to it on the next set of downs.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Good. Alert, 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 alert. Kings, Kings, Kings. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Done.
Mayfield to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
3rd and long, Mayfield. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. Ball on the 45. 1st and 10.
Regular, regular, regular. What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. He finds Evans, left side. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers make it a one-score game before halftime. Mike Evans with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's May. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow their lead just before halftime. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Patriots drive their lead to 11. And all set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
Good. Run, run, run. Run.
First down, here's Baker. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hey, alert 33. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up, Nelson. Done.
Mayfield on first and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Alert, 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 alert. What's on?
First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Kings, Kings, Kings. Pistol, pistol, pistol. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hurry, hurry. What's that?
Throwing again is Baker. And oh, he got it! Interception! Jonathan Jones makes the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Ready, ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Looking to throw. Hauled in by Bourne. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Levante David, like so many times in his career, making that tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. May now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Javon Baker. Down the left sideline he goes. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. First down throw for May. He's on the move. Now here he goes. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
Hits the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Patriots push their lead to 18. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion.
Hey, alert 33.
Baker now from the gun. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Christian Gonzalez has it. And the Patriots return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half.
It's just not my day. Not my day. My thumb's slipping off the controller.
If you're trying to take this
reading
lead
plays,
and step
just
up.
not getting
That's
there.
A defender who sensed the need for a splash play
You
delivers.
you got my number today, my friend. But we'll meet again.
On the toss, it's Stevenson.
Especially if you get on long win streaks, they'll send somebody like you to come stop me. You know.
Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I know.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense,
Yeah. I'm not gonna. We're still gonna ride this out. I'm gonna take this L live on YouTube right now.
And crossing that 1st down marker.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
To the air on first down, May.
See, I'm like right there.
I'm
just not making the play.
Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
As a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about.
And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots parlay the interception into points. Ramondre Stevenson, the touchdown. Here's Slide to try the point after. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two, given the size of this lead.
Trash game.
So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Alert! Real. Watch out!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Run. Watch out!
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. On the move, headed right. Got his target, it's up. And they make the tackle at the 38.
Let's go!
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Watch out!
From the gun, Mayfield. And a man is there to knock that away. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's going to be 2nd down.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Mayfield to throw again.
Dude.
And they pick him off again.
I'm taking this guy off again.
And the Patriots are finally tackled on the return after taking it all the way back to the opposing 40.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Trying to find his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. He'll run for the first time here with Antonio Gibson. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. He'll try to do it himself. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the 1st.
Yeah, I do. There's no specific
Working
time.
quickly here. 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. He managed 6 on the play.
I just had to throw myself in front of those guys.
Hey, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further. With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. May throwing for it. Throw is caught by the back. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on fourth down. It keeps this drive moving.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
He'll get this to Henry. And he drives this forward to the 6. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Gibson on second down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
QB sneak coming. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in 04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
Trying to throw for it with May. Throw caught by his running back. Dives for the pylon, and that's a touchdown. The Patriots keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. They got it. That's caught for 2. So the fake works out, and they surprise them by adding 2 to their lead.
Well, that's a big-time call and took some serious guts to send in. They had a long way to go to pull it off, but his faith in his special teams rewarded.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. On the return, here's Irving. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
I'm not quitting. I'm just changing QBs. Yeah, you're cool, man. Hey, if you got time, give us a subscribe on YouTube. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. I played a guy the other day. I said, hey, subscribe. He goes, I already am. I'm like, wow, that's weird as hell. Just randomly playing someone that was already subscribed. Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't play better than what I usually play, but you just had my number today. I got to go to work after this.
Okay, ready?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Tampa spends its second timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Another try following the sack. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Here we go, set. Ready.
Trask now to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. And the next time, well, he could get two hands on it and take it the other way.
Shut up. 19 Lions. Ready.
Second and 10 now. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Play action on first down. Hits him on the in route. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Trask.
That timeout taken by the
Beat up.
Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at
Put
least.
him in after halftime.
The drive picks up here, first and 10.
Set. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready, ready.
Working inside the red zone. He finds Evans, left side.
Ooh.
They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
They'll throw it again. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Let's go.
He keeps it himself.
Yeah,
And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Buccaneers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Let's go now. Warriors 70. Check go.
He's throwing for it. He's got it. Looks like both feet were in, and that's going to get them 2 points.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups, and that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And no luck. The Patriots are there to recover. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Trying to set this up quick. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. All right, I'll set up now. First and 10. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. They'll
Good game,
recover
buddy.
still
Good
with
game.
it.
Thanks for the subs.
And the Patriots make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. Man, this one is gonna sting, partner. You pride yourself on defending your building, getting those home victories. Instead, you end up taking a bitter pill today in front of your own fans.
Well, as one coach famously said, we're on to Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. That's all these guys could do after giving one up at home. Just look ahead to the next game. Focus on prepping for the next opponent and working your tail off, and make up for losing in front of the home crowd by giving your fans something to cheer about the next time out.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. And it comes your way next on Madden Football.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, you can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, Either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Greg Reynolds to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared Goff. There certainly are bigger and stronger athletes playing the position today, but Jared's just a throwback, a guy that understands the timing and the precision. I love that he knows what he is and what he isn't when it comes to his skills, and it's why he's been able to flourish in multiple places and why he continues to sustain a lot of success in this league.
He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. First give on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. This is ahead for about 5. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Motioning Williams left. They go play action with Goff. He has the first over the middle. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap here to Goff. That's complete to Sam Laporta. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
It's Montgomery on 3rd. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Off play action, Goff. He finds Laporta. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Tight end going in motion here. From the gun, Goff. That's complete to the back, David Montgomery. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Montgomery gets it from the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second down now, 7 to go. Staying on the ground with Montgomery. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Goff setting to throw. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, well, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Catch made by Cooks. Takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Reynolds with a return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Detroit getting its offense set for their second drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. St. Brown, the receiver, in motion right. On 1st down, it's Goff. Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
St. Brown's got it, complete. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Off the play fake, he'll throw. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. It's Montgomery on the counter. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Laporta with the grab. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Malik Hooker with the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. Connects with Montgomery. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
1st down from the red zone. And the catch is made. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions break the tie here in the 1st. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 16. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Throwing the out route complete. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. 1st and 10, Prescott. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Tackled by Jack Campbell. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st down, ball at the 36. Prescott here from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Dak off the play fake. Cut at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.